Hello, Bold Goal Crushers. Welcome to the Bold Goal Crusher podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Mayer, and today we're diving into an essential topic, goal adjustment. Specifically, we'll be discussing the signs that indicate you might need to adjust your goals, and I'll be offering some guidance on how to pivot effectively without feeling like you're giving up. And pivoting your goals actually can be a powerful strategy to stay on track and ensure you're moving in the right direction. So let's dive in. So, first, let's talk about why goal adjustment is sometimes necessary. Setting goals is absolutely critical for personal and professional growth. But as we progress, circumstances can change. We gain new insights. We may learn new things. We may face some unexpected obstacles or challenges, and we may discover new opportunities. And so recognizing when it's time to adjust your goals is a sign actually of wisdom and adaptability, resilience, and not failure. I'm going to say that again, not failure. So how do you know when it's time to adjust your goals? So here are some signs to look out for. So the first one is lack of progress. If you've been working hard but not making significant progress, it may be a sign that your goal needs some adjusting. It's important to evaluate if the goal is realistic or if the approach you're getting is effective. The next one is changing priorities. Let's be real, life is dynamic. Priorities can shift. And if your goals are no longer aligned with your current values, interests, or even circumstances, it's time to reassess and adjust them to fit your new reality. Another one could be consistent frustration. If you are pursuing a goal and it's causing consistent friction and stress, it may be a signal that something needs to change. Goals could challenge us and should challenge us, but they also should be achievable and, most of all, rewarding. New opportunities. Sometimes the universe or a person or a friend or family member or work presents a new opportunity, and it's just too good to pass up. If a new opportunity aligns better with your long-term vision, it might be worth pivoting your current goals. And then, of course, there's feedback from others, constructive feedback from mentors, peers, trusted advisors, or maybe an accountability group can provide valuable insight. If you're consistently receiving feedback that suggests a different path, it may be worth considering an adjustment. You also may have a loss of passion. So if you've lost passion for the goal, it's truly difficult to stay motivated, and reassessing and pivoting to something you're more passionate about can reignite your drive and energy. So pivoting does not mean you're giving up. It means you're being strategic, you're being wise, adaptable, and resilient. So here's how to do it. So first, you want to reflect on your why. We talk about our why often on this show, but before making any changes, you want to revisit your original motivation. Why did you set this goal in the first place? Understanding your core motivation can help you decide if the goal is still relevant or if it needs to be adjusted. Evaluate your progress. Take an honest look at what you have achieved so far, identify what's working and what's not. And this evaluation will provide valuable insights into where adjustments are needed. And then set new milestones. Break down your adjusted goal into smaller, manageable milestones. This truly makes the process less overwhelming and provides opportunities to celebrate progress along the way. You want to create an action plan. Develop a detailed plan for the first couple steps that allows you to adjust your goal and outline the steps you need to take. Set those deadlines and identify any resources, but also identify any support you may need. Don't forget to stay flexible. Remember, goals are not set in stone. And often when we put unrealistic deadlines on our goals, we get deflated or defeated. So be open to further adjustments. And then, of course, maintain a positive mindset. Pivoting can sometimes feel like a setback, but it's important to maintain a positive mindset. So focus on the benefits of that. All right, let me share a little personal story about a time when I had to adjust my goals. I traveled to South Africa years ago in 2000, was it 17? No, 7. I think it was 2007. And I knew that I wanted to help women in other countries achieve education. And so I had this idea to build a school. And I had no idea how I was going to do it. And so for many years, this goal sat in my little notebook, sat on the shelf, and I had no real way of moving forward, but it kept coming to my mind. And so I did have to take a little pivot and realize that I wasn't going to be able to do this myself. I needed to reach out to other people. And fast forward to 2024, which is a long time between when I started thinking about this to when it's being achieved. My friend group and a nonprofit that I founded, we just broke ground on a school in Guatemala. And that's what's so cool about this is keeping that goal at the forefront and keep trying to move it along is what brought this to life. But what really kept it going was the pivot, because I took a pivot and tried to realize that doing it with others would be easier, would get the job done a lot quicker than if I tried to do it myself. Okay. So there are some practical tips you can use for adjusting your goals without feeling like you're giving up. So first of all, reframe your perspective. I had to reframe my perspective. Instead of viewing it as a failure because I couldn't do it myself, I had to realize that this was a step to ensure I was on the best path forward. And then celebrating the progress. I was able, with the friend group and the nonprofit we formed, we celebrated the progress throughout all the years that it took us to get up the money to be able to do this. Of course, seeking support. Maybe you need a coach, a mentor, or a consultant like me to help you readjust your goals and keep them at the forefront of your mind. And then I always encourage you to document your journey. It could be in a journal. If you're on YouTube, you'll see I'm holding up the Driven to Succeed, a goal-oriented journal. We do sell these on our Amazon store. So go to sarahmayer.com and then go to favorite things. You'll find it in Amazon. This is a great reflection resource too. And then you want to focus on the long-term vision. You want to visualize yourself actually achieving the goal and seeing that maybe the pivot doesn't actually change the final destination. It may just change the route you take to get there. Please be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself during the adjustment process and understand that everyone's journey is unique and it's okay to make changes along the way. So in conclusion, if you find yourself right now thinking you may need to make an adjustment to your goal, it is totally natural, it's necessary, and it's part of the goal setting process. By recognizing the signs it may be time to pivot or shift and making those strategic adjustments to your goals, you can stay on track, make progress. And remember, it doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're being smart, you're being adaptable, and you're being resilient. So thank you for joining me today on the Bold Goal Crusher podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone who might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe for more episodes to whatever platform you're listening to this on. And if you haven't checked out the YouTube channel, I encourage you to do that. So let's keep moving forward, stay flexible, and remember, you've got this so you can crush your goals and everything that gets in the way without working double time. So let's get to it.